What's his latest one? Is it Trouble One?
Hey.
Like his latest one.
Hey, what episode is it?
Episode 30.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm not even trying to say nothing.
Start it when you want to start it. Just.
Have you pressed record?
Yeah, press record. Oh. God damn.
Hey, what's your 077? Yeah. The guy that you got spends time on the block, man. We can kick it like Tekken. Hey, you're the kind of girl that I'm into. And you say I'm from the west side, like Western. I'm from the south, but I drive. I can pick you up tonight when you reckon. Hey, what's your 077? The guy that you got spends time on the block, man. We can kick it like Tekken. Hey, you're the kind of girl that I'm into. And you say I'm from the west side, like Western. I'm from the south, but I drive. I can pick you up tonight when you reckon. Check it out, yo.
Yeah. I mean, that was Jaytee 077. It's a banger. Check it out. I'll put the link in the description. You know what I mean?
Go check that out. Like, subscribe.
What is it about? Yeah, like guys could just make songs about girls, like just like pursuing girls, like over and over and over again.
Bruv, if you look up most songs throughout history, yeah,
Girls love it.
it's just all about that.
It's not even just about girls love it.
No,
Though,
girls love it.
Obviously, got to be people just in general love it.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
but it's the same, bruv. If you really deep music, majority of the theme within music is either girls from a man's perspective or men from a woman's perspective. Really
But
truly.
more so men pursuing women, though, right?
Yeah, but that's just how nature kind of is, isn't it? The woman always wants the man to pursue. Like, it's a bit... The way the culture is, it's like... It's looked upon like the man should maybe pursue the woman.
This is the thing as well. Like, what was interesting is that women usually a lot of the time they make songs about... If they're making it about relationships, it's about... You didn't treat me right, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I'm saying? And when women make men make the songs, it's about pursuing the woman and you're
That's
this,
a
you're
good
that.
point, actually.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say there's a fair amount of, the opposite.
Yeah, but you don't
I'm
hear it
trying to-
very often where the woman's like being...
I'm trying to think of a song where a woman's pursuing a man.
One of my favourite songs, Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. That's one of my favourite tunes.
Yeah.
But it's not very common.
You don't.
I think that's why it's one of my favourite R&B.
Do you mean like in popular music or...
Just in general, I don't really hear
I mean,
that
look, I
often.
like to think I've got quite a wide knowledge of different genres of music and artists or whatever, and I can't think of like tallying it up from men to women. Like, there's not a lot of women artists that I can think of songs where they're pursuing the man as much as like men.
You know what it is? Is there's a difference between pursuing and... Because a lot of girls, like, they make seductive music.
It depends
and stuff
on
like
Pursuing, wooing, what do you, I don't
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah,
it's this, you know what I'm saying?
You could
it's,
talk about Little Kim.
that. Yeah.
I don't think...
She ain't made a song in how long?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
like when you're talking about music in general...
Bro, Little Kim.
You know what I'm saying?
She looks mad
You're
now,
talking
bro.
about, like...
Yo, when I see her do that, yeah.
like an aggressive woman who moves forward. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than being pursued.
She moves forward.
She's
Like that.
Like Nicki Minaj, you could say, is that way.
Mm.
Right? Talks about, how she's bringing in the man. Not talking about how she wants a man to, like, woo her.
I think,
You know what I mean?
She's not into being
Go,
woman.
go.
Yeah, she is into being
I think she is, but I think going into culture and as times have changed, it's like modern civilization is very for strong woman, independent, own money, no relying on man. You know what I mean? That's kind of how the culture's going with the whole women thing. Like more equal opportunities for women. They can get paid just as equal as men now in the similar jobs or whatever, or even more.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I think
I welcome it.
It's
I
same.
welcome a woman to move forward.
Same.
Because it makes our job a lot easier.
For real.
That now.
But there is a but to this, in my opinion.
Okay.
Don't lose your feminine. Is it femininity?
Femininity.
Yeah, femininity. Because of it, because I see a lot of women, they seem in their job roles more masculine, but in that you are losing your femininity.
What do you mean?
So like,
elaborate, expound.
So like, you see women now, yeah, it's like, I don't know how to put it, bro.
Expound upon it.
You're gonna get more women SAS, like Marines and shit like that.
No. It's just like, look, and I don't even want to sound sexist, yeah, but yeah.
Say something.
There are certain there are certain things, yeah, that men just can do better. Yeah, and there's certain things women can do better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and when I mean femininity, I mean just like women should be there to be able to soothe a man, and I don't mean sexually, but just like soothe a man's stress, calm.
Vice versa.
You know what I mean? Vice versa. But I don't know how to explain it, bruv. Like, you must know where I'm coming from right now.
There are certain
women are losing their femininity because of
you
these
gotta
things.
just say that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think.
Not all women.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of the perfect argument. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to think of the right context to put it in.
So what you're saying is, women are moving more towards trying the things that generally men do, or doing the things that men generally.
Yeah, but
do.
no, at the same time,
and being proficient at it.
no, because that's not my problem.
What? Yeah, but when you say things that men are better at or women are better at, what do you mean?
I don't mean necessarily. I don't mean better at, but I mean just, bro. So men have male qualities about them.
Strength.
Yeah. What else?
Speed. I guess in most,
but
most of
women
the
can be
cases.
speedy.
Cognitive.
You lot are not knowing my situation.
No, cognitive.
Is it really that difficult to get where I'm coming from, bro?
No, I understand what you're saying. You just fucking won't let me say it.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a case of, I understand there are certain things women have more of a propensity for, and there are certain things men have more of a propensity for. But in the case of women, they can train to be good at the things that the men are good at.
It's like
and vice versa.
Yeah, it's like, so women obviously have a natural mothering instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas it's almost like, I'm not saying every woman in the world, because that's not the case, but I'm saying women that are very career minded now, whereas back in the day it wouldn't have been as much. Yeah. It's like they're losing that femininity side of like mother instinct and nurturing, and do you get what I mean? Because they're so career driven. Do you get what I'm saying? There's things like that are being lost, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Understand?
I get what you mean, and that comes from the patriarchal kind of system.
We're gonna be seahorses. We're
See,
gonna be like seahorses, bro.
Yeah, but the reality is, men are built differently to women.
Yeah.
So there are certain things that
of
women
course.
will just naturally gravitate towards, and men will gravitate towards naturally. But there is everything in between as well.
Up to what weight do you think Demetrius Johnson destroys all women classes? On his own.
Oh, all of them?
even the big girls. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We're not. Are we talking about fighting? Because that's men shouldn't fight women.
Exactly.
No.
There are certain things,
That's
and
a
we can see genetically, immediately, physically, you can see that generally men are stronger than women.
Are there women that can beat up men? Yes.
Yes, most definitely there are.
But there are way more men that can beat up women.
Yeah, exactly. The mean.
Yeah. But even that's not even what I mean, though. I don't even mean it in that sense. It's just,
I don't know what you mean then, bro.
Because at the end of the day, in a work environment, there's not really much, unless we're talking about like hard labour where we're lifting and scaffolding and whatnot.
No,
Even women can scaffold.
I'm not like so the way humanity is developed, throughout history, is like you've got male, masculine, strong, women, feminine, do you know what I mean, like motherly, caring, nurturing, all of that, cool. That's how it's always pretty much been, innit? Yeah.
Depending on which society you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well.
Cool. But just on an average, it's pretty much like that. Yeah, you always had the men that were pretty much the hunter-gatherers, for example, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and the women looked after the children or whatever.
But,
yeah? Stop getting too technical, bro.
I'm just saying, hunter-gatherers is just like...
Yeah, I
everyone,
know,
men
but
and
I'm
women are
just... Yeah, I
hunter-gatherers.
know, but this is what I'm saying. There's a misconception because both male and female both have masculine and feminine qualities.
You're getting into social
But
constructive
what I'm
roles
saying
now,
now,
fam?
but what I'm saying is this, yeah, where men and women both have male and feminine qualities, yeah, it's almost like now women are trying to take on more masculine roles, yeah, but in doing that they are losing their feminine side,
Yeah.
and
Right, yeah.
and they are.
Yeah, you lose a bit of femininity if you take
But
on
this
something
is
that's
what
masculine.
I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they can't do it because they are and they can do it. But in doing that, they're
I don't
I
think
know
you
it-
can say that though.
No,
I don't think you can say that. You know why? I think you can get a woman who's a Marine, and then she comes home to her husband, gets in laundry, and does a madness.
But yeah,
And
but that's what I'm saying.
feminine as
but this is
fuck.
what I'm saying. Like it's mad, bruv. I don't get how you lot don't get what I'm on about, bruv.
I think people are versatile. That's
Yeah,
what I think.
people are versatile, but oh my god,
Right,
you lot are
I'm-
making me look so
No,
bad.
no. The thing is, I
I'm
get
presenting
it.
a counter argument. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get it, but you must see where I'm coming from, bruv. You must see where I'm coming from.
I know what you mean. You like a
You're-
feminine woman.
You're coming from the patriarchal point of view.
I'm not saying I like a
Don't
feminine
use that
woman.
term, man.
It is
No,
though.
no,
Men
but
don't have the term.
no, but I'm not.
Women
No,
have
because
the
I'm not.
thing,
Because
yeah.
I'm not coming from that point of view.
But that's where society has been constructed from, the patriarchal kind of point of view, where the men do this, the women stay at home and they do that. It's only recently that women have started to
But
get
that's
out
not
and
always
been
been the
able to
case.
vote.
But that's not always been the case, though. Because
Those are roles.
if you go back to like Egyptian times, women were pharaohs.
Fair enough, but we're talking about now.
Yeah, but
I could say, there's a Nubian tribe in Africa where the women were the warriors, the best warriors.
yeah,
Amazonians.
Amazonians, yeah.
Like, we're not talking about that.
Oh, it's mad, bruv. Like, if there must be someone out there that gets what I'm on about. I'm not.
I get
I'm not
what
being.
you're saying.
I'm not being sexist. There's no sexism
we know
there.
that. We know that.
It's equality for all. But what I'm saying is, yeah, it's like, don't lose your feminine ways trying to be more masculine. Simple as the same way men shouldn't lose their masculine ways trying to do like a woman's job, like being a nail technician or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just don't lose your ways.
I
Man.
think, yeah.
So do you think a nail technician is feminine? Is that a feminine role? I'm asking because you used that as an example.
You know what? If some woman wants to get hench and choke her husband and he likes it, then that's their
Jodie
thing.
Marshall.
Jodie Marshall.
That's
I
their
forgot
thing.
about her.
You know what I mean? Like, some guys
Bruh,
like those things. I don't personally.
Bruv, some guys are just cucks. Like, this
Yeah.
is the thing, yeah? That's what I posted in the group chat today, bro.
Man said cut.
Yeah? I posted a thing in the group chat, bro, where this guy, it's basically like, how can I put it? Like, dudes who are trying to, like, appeal to women. Do you know what I'm saying? The woman's like, for example, this year, she's blatantly just trying to put, like, something that's provocative on her Instagram story, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit provocative, yeah? And the guy's like, replying to the story, all I see is the sadness in your eyes, and I feel that. And then the woman reposted it, and she's like, all I see is the sadness in your eyes and not your giant boobs. Can I have anything? This is like, guys, can guys stop trying to get laid like this?
Brain games, man. He's literally doing, like, the most, like, most one-dimensional.
I'm trying to feel you, man. I feel that sadness in your eyes.
The most
Trying to be deep.
one-dimensional approach.
No,
man.
she's trying to paint a picture of her boobs.
Let me tell you now, this guy did not look at her eyes.
All I see is the sadness in your eyes. Like he's some fucking, I don't know.
Yeah,
some
he's
rock-
been
rock and roll song.
watching too
Seven.
many fucking
He's trying to be deep.
too many romantic comedies, bro.
And he didn't even know her. Look, he didn't even know her. Wants to send you a message. You know what it says on Instagram?
What
They
is it?
want
Oh,
to
it's
send you a
on
message.
Instagram.
It's
Huh?
mad.
I don't know, man.
I just think dudes need to stop doing this.
Yeah, relax.
But you're always gonna get those dudes, man.
Well, yeah, people are trying to get laid.
Somehow, some way.
They're trying to get laid. They're trying to just message girls because they can't actually walk past the girl on the road and just be like, hello.
It is quite. The thing is, this is the thing. It is quite daunting for some guys. Some
It-
guys
no,
don't
of
know
course.
how to talk to
That's-
women.
that's
and then
every
they're
guy.
just gonna-
This I'm telling you. That's
I don't
every
get that
guy.
though.
Nah, it's
No, if you have, this is the thing. If you have the pressure, like, how can I put it? Guys, like, if they don't have experience talking to women, they think that they actually have to have a specific way.
Nah,
but there is no specific way.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, bruv, let's put it this way, yeah. Every male started out not knowing how to talk to women, bruv.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, and obviously, as more experience goes by, don't get me wrong. Probably there's every single male in this earth, yeah, probably done some dumb shit to try and impress a woman or tried to talk to a woman in a certain way, thinking it was the right. We're thinking it was the right way to approach, but
It's the wrong
you
way.
sometimes you got to go through that, yeah, just to learn that. Just talk to the woman,
But
spark a conversation,
Bro.
ask her about herself, something interesting.
Just be ready
You
to
know what I mean?
experience like 85%.
Do you know where people yeah, but even if you get friend zone, don't mean you got to be addicted to these people.
Friend zone, bro. That's exit. Friend
there's
zone
no
is
friend
exit,
zone.
bro. Ain't no
It's
friend
exit.
zone, bro. It's like okay.
Exit.
fine.
No, you can exit, but don't be rude. Some people are still rude, bro. They're like, I'll bun you then.
Oh,
You're
don't.
butters.
No, that's not necessary.
You're not, clearly not. You just tried to move to her.
But it can go anywhere. But it's just a case of taking that leap. Just fuck it. I'm gonna do it.
I think
Yeah?
people, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this story. I approached one girl on a train one time. Yeah, I was walking. I was at Denmark Hill train station, bro. And this chick was sitting there eating a Jamaican soup. I could see like dumplings and chickens. It must have been a chicken soup. Yeah. Sat down. She sat down next to me. Okay, cool. It's interesting. And she's wearing leggings, like Adidas leggings. Yeah, tight workout top.
Yeah.
Hooded jacket, whatever, and I'm looking at this chick. I'm like, okay, cool. So I said, I was at post workout meal, just starting convo, and she's like, oh no, I'm just eating. Just eating a soup, you know.
I'm just eating.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
She
okay.
slipped that one.
Yeah, I'm just eating. You know what I mean?
Because in my and so immediately I'm enraged because you're wearing workout gear. And you're not, you ain't come from the gym. What are you doing? Like, okay, so cool. I'm gonna carry on because the need prevails. Yeah. So I started talking to this girl. Train comes, get on the train, sit next to her. Start talking to this girl, and she starts telling me about her mum. Yeah, and I think her mum. It gets a bit sad, put it that way, yeah. And she starts crying on the train.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wait, what?
Bro, what did you do?
How did you get here?
How did you go from eating chicken soup with dumpling, yeah, asking about sweatpants, bruv, yeah, to her crying about her mum, fam? What did you do? What did you ask her, bruv? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, this is not an empty train, you know.
Oh, shit.
Which makes it even worse, bro. So I'm sitting there talking to this girl, I'm thinking, oh, I need to terminate this conversation real quick.
That's peak. That's so peak.
I
I need to
peak, bro.
terminate this. So,
Yo.
yeah, okay,
Yeah, man.
I'm off.
This kind of generation is mad. Like, with this whole online dating and
online.
stuff like that, guys,
online.
where they couldn't approach girls in person, now
They
they're
have
just
a-
doing a madness now online.
Do you know what it is? It's funny though, because a lot of these guys, they'll have a confidence behind the screen, but when it comes to that face-to-face thing, they won't be as confident.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
guy,
And it's funny, like,
bro, like this guy, Marco Blummel.
Blamo. Man like Blamo. All time.
yo, I don't know why I find names so funny, bro. Blubble.
Bruv, he sent this girl a message, bruv. Hey, you are so sexy, girl. Smiley face. So horny, you girl. I'm so horny too. All I see is your baby. Kiss face. XXX. You're so pettage, womb. Now, flowers? How did he get the flower sign? Where did he get the flowers from?
Wait, what?
Bro, can I just say, first of all, the grammar is terrible. Hey, you are.
Listen, he's texting this in a horny rage.
Hey, you are so sexy, girl. So horny.
Flames.
You go.
Flames behind
Why did he say so horny? You go. I'm so horny. To.
He had to say it twice.
What is it?
Look, so horny, you girl. I'm so horny too.
What?
Also, I see your baby.
I see your baby.
Blood.
You are so pretty.
I
woman.
think he's saying your
Woman.
ass is. You are so pretty, woman.
I'm wondering if he's gonna say your ass is so pretty, woman.
Oh, okay.
And how old are you then? Wow, you're already saying all
Girl,
you've said the most before you even got to the main question, fam.
How old are you then?
How you asking that after everything you've just said, bruv?
Girl, maybe. Girl, maybe? Wait, what?
Girl,
He doesn't
maybe.
even know if it's a girl.
Girl, maybe. You can say
Nah,
girl, maybe.
this is someone who doesn't speak English using Google Translate.
definitely
bro.
How are you then? Show me
You are
pic
a
of Bob.
teenage girl from 18 or 19 years that I love. Hot. It's your pussy I'm want fuck.
Yo, he's doing it in between the thing with Jay, fam. You know that? Where he's talking about using the.
It's your pussy I'm want
Yo,
fuck.
No, what?
Yo, and he put
Bro.
the feet emoji.
bro.
It's yes, your tasty blood pussy girl then.
Wait, what?
He was meant to say your bald pussy, innit? Your bald pussy
It's gotta
golden.
be, innit?
And
Hot
you have
eyes.
cut butt.
Cut butt. I don't know what a cut butt is. Bruh.
That's got the peach emoji in that.
It's gotta be cute butt, right? I'm like yours ass. How big round it your ass, girl? Want turn around and stoop over your butt?
Muck your butt. How much the muck your
Or
butt?
banging bump it your ass?
Bro.
Horny girl. I'm what fucking.
I want fucking.
Can we just
Look
send?
how man spelled one, guys.
Can we just send this text to someone, bro?
Man spell it with a H. I want fucking. Man, what fucking you are?
I want fucking feet emoji.
You are.
You up doggy style, stay old girl you love, heart bite.
Man said doggy stale.
Marco Blumos sent you a message.
Bro, Marco Blamo, I don't know what you are on, bro. What is that on?
This is gonna be Instagram, isn't it?
Is it Insta, yeah?
Yeah, it's gotta be Instagram.
And is that the brother, yeah?
Oh, is that the brother?
Yeah.
Oh, look at his
Yo,
face.
I'm gonna say he's like Eastern European, like
You reckon?
maybe
Yeah,
German
you don't speak
or
English.
something.
That is so peak.
You don't speak.
But like, you wouldn't say that to a girl. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
That's just so mad.
Imagine if that whole message was meant to be really innocent and he just didn't understand English properly.
What do you reckon that in his language?
Bro, in his language, he was like,
That
look,
was the
babe,
smoothest
babe,
shit.
you're really beautiful. Like, I'd like to meet up with you sometime, buy you a drink. And it came out, bro, predictive text fucked him up, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro, that ain't no predictive text, bro.
Bro, I don't know, man. Some people just move mad.
Yeah, man, I don't know, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, that guy could be classed kind of as a predator. Would you class that as someone who's a predator?
Somebody's got a.
I would call him a sexual deviant, not necessarily a predator. If he found out she was underage and then he pursued it, then I'd call him a predator.
He didn't even know.
Right now,
he didn't know if she was a male or female. He just went for it, bro. He just shot.
I mean, personally, he should have asked her her age.
He didn't even. There's no
Like-
start of a conversation.
He wrote that
He
whole
just wrote
thing.
it.
bro.
They've never spoken.
Would you move to a
wrote
girl?
that.
Would you move to a girl that in your own head you're uncertain of her age? Because she looks like she could be. Yeah, but obviously you ask, innit? But you know that whole thing where women like you should never ask a woman her age.
That's
give
what
a
old women.
fuck.
That's what old
Yeah.
women would say that.
How old are you?
Trying to. This makeup, like this makeup thing is fucking ridiculous.
Makeup's dangerous,
Yeah.
man. Look at Akon, fam. Fucked him up.
What happened there?
Akon.
Yeah, bruv. When they let the girl in the club, bruv, she was underage, but she looked like she
I
was
was
like
like,
20
sorry,
something.
blame it on me.
Yeah, bruv. Yo, that messed with Akon still. What's that Akon though? What he's
Yeah,
doing in
Akon's
Africa? What he's doing in Africa's a madness still.
A lot. It's a lot. Predators all over the place, man.
Yeah, back to these predators, man. That's it. Akon's not a predator.
No,
Akon's
nah,
not-
fuck, no, man.
Come on, Akon G in the game.
No, this is the thing, yeah. To catch a predator, yeah.
Bro, these fucking. Wait, that look like Method
Wait,
Man, eh?
what?
Method Man. Have you seen this one, bro? This is a brother who gets naked.
A perverted justice decoy is playing the part of a 14-year-old named Cindy. She's talking to this man, Marvin Lackhand, screen name Crazy Trini 85.
He's from Trinidad.
Quickly, yeah. When do they determine it's entrapment?
It's not entrapment because
What do you
they
mean
will
entrapment?
wait for them to make the moves. So they basically won't say anything
It's
provocative.
like, you're free to leave.
Yeah, you're
can go.
like,
Go ahead.
it's not entrapment.
Police are like.
But America's different though, isn't it? So I don't know.
No, that's what I mean. I know over here when they done that bald pedo guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember they said, "Oh, this isn't entrapment because of so and so." I can't remember the reason.
No, they make sure that they actually kind of initiate everything, and then they make the.
Oh,
parents to meet
oh
up,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they
Entrapment
do
is
it.
when they're like, yeah, like I want you to fuck me,
Yeah, yeah.
and then yeah, so they wait for that person to say something.
They make all the advances basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Met in an online chat room. Cindy tells him she's a virgin, and he sends her a picture of his genitals. Crazy Trini 85 asks her if she'll try anal sex and adds, it's better than regular sex. Then
Lies.
he asks her if she has a jacuzzi.
I'm a you in there. And on your mom's bed?
Why not my bed?
That too. I'm a.
Who does the voiceovers for this, man?
Yeah, in every room, so no matter where you go, you'll remember me.
Next, he asks her if she has any pets.
you see
Cindy
me,
says
boss.
she has a
Yes,
male
it is.
cat, and you won't believe what Crazy Trini 85 asks next.
You know what would be a huge turn on for me?
What?
He wants to watch her perform a sex act on a cat. He says people do it all the time. They discuss it further on the phone. He tells her they'll need Cool Whip. The
No, this went.
Do you wanna
This
get
was
some-
already left.
Do you want to get some cool?
But it's done on 180, blood.
decoy says she'll try it if he's willing to strip off all his clothes and walk into her house naked.
That's
As we told you before, according to law enforcement, asking a suspect to bring or do something specific demonstrates intent.
There's like a green thing over the back door.
The decoy keeps
Look at him,
talking
he's
to
getting
him as
ready
he
already,
walks up
blood.
the
Look, he's got a
driveway.
boner.
I'm gonna find my
He's got a boner.
cat quick, okay? Just strip in there and I'll be out with the cat. Alright?
He's coming around.
Okay, yeah, just like whatever you want. I guess totally naked, because that was the deal, right?
This is a man who apparently
He's never been in this house before. How horny? Like, this is mad because you're talking about there's no actual child in danger here. Yeah. You're talking about this guy.
Yeah, but
He's horny enough.
yeah, but the potential is there. That
Yeah.
could have been a child.
Yeah, which is why
and
you
it's
need him.
and it's mad because it's like I don't know what I'm questioning more right now. His sanity, the fact that he would happily just strip off in an unknown house that he's never been in before, bro.
Yeah.
Or the fact that he's just doing this in the first place. I don't know, bro. It's all mad.
mad.
It's yeah.
sticks to a deal. He walks in the back door, takes off all his clothes in the laundry room, and goes in search of the decoy.
Why don't you just take a seat? Have a cookie. I made that because I'm going to cool it. It was kind of a little surprise.
You want to explain yourself?
Yeah. We saying
You
now.
want to explain yourself? Look at his face. His face is like, oh, that's it.
On yourself, and please sit in that stool. What are you doing?
It's already so calm,
I need to
man.
take that as a soundbite.
Are you doing?
I need to take that as a
Yeah,
soundbite.
yeah, for real.
Make a mistake. What is going on in your mind?
Please, brother. Oh, bro.
You don't know.
He gave you pre-nut clarity, blood. Pre-nut.
Now, what do you think would have happened, Marvin, had I not been here and had there actually been a 14-year-old girl in that next room? What would have happened after you walked in there naked?
Something probably would have happened.
Something like what?
Something along sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl.
He's
Not
getting you
since I
to
would've
admit
done that,
everything
but-
he was about to
Marvin,
do.
you're
bro.
naked.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone all the way. I wasn't.
Oh,
You're naked. Your little man's in your hand. You know what I mean?
I would have gone all the way. That makes it better?
Bro, these people, bro.
Blood.
You went all
Bang him up.
For real, innit? For real, she'll bang him up.
From there, I'm compelled to just do a madness.
Then I asked him about the plans he talked about online for the cat.
You know what would be a huge turn on for me? What? Watching you blank him, meaning the cat. She says, I don't think I want to blank the cat. Would you for me? You're going to make this 14-year-old girl perform a sex act on a cat.
Bro.
Bro, you know what needs to happen, yeah? Kane needs to walk through that door, bro. Just pick him up by his neck and just smash his head into the ground.
Kane and Undertaker, bro. Join. Bang him up, bro.
Through that table.
And then Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to come in. Stone Cold Stunner. You know what I'm saying? Rock with the choke slam, cuz.
What do you say to me, boy?
You know what I mean?
What do you say to me, boy? You understand me, boy? Sit down.
I'm genuinely concerned because not only is he the paedophile, he's also into bestiality.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Bestiality.
Bestiality.
Fuckery with animals.
You wouldn't think it. If you just looked at him, you wouldn't think. You just think, oh, it's some dickhead.
Yeah, he probably works in ID, you know, doing things like
He's
that.
Trinidadian.
Oh, he's from Trinidad. Same thing, bro. Trinidad, man. Give me some raw tea.
I was messing around with that.
You're just messing
I
around.
really wasn't just about the cat.
You gave her instructions about using Cool Whip. Very specific instructions. I mean, I can only imagine what would have been going on in this house.
Bare virginity
Had I not
busting,
been
that's what would happen,
Man,
bro.
that ain't right, bro.
Am I wrong?
He's got nothing to say, he's not even trying to
So what's
deny
going to
it.
be
He
happening
knows.
if I'm
He's
not
just
here?
accepted it.
You're
now.
naked.
Bruv, he came in the house with a boner.
He's
bruv,
just
fully
accepted
naked.
it now.
Bro, he had the boner before he had the vest off. And then he stripped off with the boner. Imagine if he already had cream on his dick or that, bro. In all seriousness, this could have been a real situation.
That's
yeah, man.
Bruv, he's walked in like he's done it before, bruv, with full confidence.
For real, that's what's scary.
This is so scary.
Nothing
That's
phased
how we
him.
do
Not,
in
he
Trinidad.
didn't get phased once.
Mad.
Yeah, that's
Kid,
a madness. I
there's
don't
a
even know.
14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around, you've got Cool Whip, and you want this girl to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll have sex with her. Is that accurate?
Yes. Then
I don't even know, man.
85 asks for some water.
Some water? I saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out then, huh?
Bro, why you giving him water, bro? This brother, you know what I'm saying? Why
You like that?
you catering to it, bro?
Like that?
Young girl.
Man left them biscuits on the table as well.
First time.
Yeah, this is the first time which would never.
Liar! Fuck it. Look at his face.
Liar!
Look at his face.
Liar!
I can see the
Just
lie.
like the way that he said, we would have gone all the way.
I can see the lie in his face there.
Liar,
Can you
bruv.
see it? It's
Yeah.
on his face now. The lie.
He doesn't know who that man is, bro.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. He doesn't know that he's about to get shift. He
Yeah.
thinks he's about to walk out
Oh!
of some girl's house.
The slam hasn't
And the
happened yet.
dad has come home. That's what he thinks, bro. Or uncle or Saturn. That's what he thinks.
I can tell you that.
The nearly naked man starts laughing.
So it's funny.
No, I'm just thinking it to myself that this will never happen again. This is
Oh, you're gonna be more careful
It's
next
not
time.
right.
So you're promising me right now that
You
you'll
know what I'm
never
saying?
I'm promising myself.
I'm not gonna get dressed
hook up with a
undressed till,
14-year-old girl
like,
online,
inside.
tell her to have sex with the cat, and walk into her house naked.
Not even under 19.
Why are you laughing? See, if I was the actual dad, we wouldn't even be having a conversation.
Elbow!
What conversation?
There's no conversation.
What
to be had.
conversation?
You're naked.
Bro, you wouldn't even have time to get naked, fam.
Man, did you see the video where they did the hood to catch brother? Where they just banged him in the face?
Yeah, we'll watch that next.
I'm promising that to myself, not even to you, just to.
Bruh, fuck this guy. It's
Now
already
he's
gone on
about
too
to
long,
find
bro.
out
He's
that
just
No,
trying
but I
to...
want to see the bit where he realizes he's getting nicked.
on national television.
Well, there's something else you need to know.
He
I'm
thinks he's
Chris
gotten
Hansen
away
from
with it.
NBC, and we're doing a story.
Oh, big ass camera, come on.
I like Chris Hansen,
Try to
bro.
meet Teams
poles
on.
and everything.
Listen.
No.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say about this predicament you're now in, we'd love to hear it.
I knew it. He didn't even think he was gonna get shit for nothing, bro.
I'm nicked!
Is that what he said?
No, I'm nicked! I'm gonna lose my job, man! Lose my job!
And if there's nothing else you have to say, then you're free to walk out that door where you stripped naked and walked in. You can keep the towel.
I'll just leave it in the laundry.
That's fine.
Oh, now logic kicks in, huh? Now you want to be logical.
Because most times they don't allow him to leave.
They let you walk out.
Yeah, no, but most times they don't. Sometimes you get near to the door and they arrest you, bruv. So I wonder if they're going to rugby tackle,
No,
man.
they're gonna shift him.
Once he gets his
If
clothes
they don't
back
shift him, I'll
on,
be
he walks
surprised.
outside and is arrested by that
Yeah.
Ah, there we
camouflaged
go.
officer.
Yo! Yo! Here you come in looking like the Swamp Thing, bruv.
What the fuck is that?
He's in that full military camouflage.
This is definitely Florida. Yo. That's mad.
The maddest thing is, you know, he looked at him in it before he even saw the police and he didn't
He's
clock.
taken to the transfer station and searched.
Where do you like? Where do you live at? In Florida.
Ah! I knew it was Florida.
Oh,
He
was
said
it?
Florida, yeah. See? Bruv, these lot, man, these people, bruv. What are you gonna do with these people, man? Genuinely, yeah? There's too many of them for it to just be like, I don't know.
Bruv, these men, they I don't even know how they do it. I remember watching some dude, bruv, he was sitting there and sitting there in the room with like, with that brother, Chris Hansen. He's like, so who are you? Just asking like, eating pizza and shit.
I've seen that one.
Bro,
I've seen that one, yeah.
You look like
full
a
on.
fucking troll, bro.
Full on
You look like
asking
you live
questions.
under a bridge.
You got the cheek to ask questions.
Full on,
So
full
who
on
are
asking
you?
questions.
Are you law enforcement?
Yeah. Eating the pizza as well. Cash.
Yeah,
Eating
Bro, he
pizza.
thinks he's gonna get away with it, that's why. Nah, man, guys like that drop kick him over the
I remember watching one of them, yeah? I remember watching one of them, yeah? Where the guy, the predator, was a policeman.
Oh,
Do you remember
I
that
think
one?
I saw someone.
He was a
like that, yeah.
policeman and they had to get armed police there.
Done for.
Obviously, they're probably all armed anyway, but they had to get like specific police there because they didn't know if this guy had the gun on him or not. So they had to go about it in a certain way.
That's
Fucking
all mad,
dirt
bro.
bags, bro.
Yeah, but you can't, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, these lot should all just be wiped from the earth, man. To piss, man.
Bro, do you know what it is? Taxpayers' money's paying a lot to keep them fed in that in prison, bruv. That's a lot of money that could go on better shit.
This is what I'm saying. Speaking of taxpayers and such, there's this Irish town, yeah, that had the Viagra plant
Yeah,
that was constructed there.
I see this.
And basically they're saying that the fumes from the Viagra plant are making residents horny.
Yeah.
Viagra factory fumes are giving men erections, residents of Irish town claim. So, 2-2s now. They basically said that the town had a boom of like babies being born and shit like that after this.
Oh, and they're putting it down to this.
Yeah, they're saying
blaming
that
this.
these lot, they're dumping waste in the water. The one bar lady joked, one whiff and you're stiff. Like, that's mad.
One whiff and you're stiff. That's a markers. One whiff and you're stiff.
But yeah, apparently this plant, they're dumping waste into the water, and they're the fumes from the thing. It's making people horny, bro. Right, they're getting burners.
That's mad.
Oh, the Viagra thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, innit? This is just because I genuinely don't know. What effect does Viagra have on women?
I don't know, man.
Does it make
I
them
heard
horny?
one girl.
I don't know.
One
That's
girl
what I mean.
told me she got all sick.
Oh, well that can't be great.
But
I don't know
I'm gonna tell you, I've tried it once.
Oh,
Yeah, and it gave me a headache.
oh, is that it?
Don't eat that shit.
I've never tried it.
No, no Viagra.
Little blue pill, little triangle thing, the diamond shaped thing.
We've been getting love fumes for years now.
Man said it,
Love
man said it gave him a headache, cuz. I just clocked.
It's amazing the number of people who come to this village, perhaps out of curiosity, and then never leave.
Oh wow.
They settle down here as they say there's something in the air.
Yeah.
Not that we
You
need it,
know
of
what?
course. But for some of the fellas with problems in that department, it can be a blessing. There's got to be something to it, you know what I mean? for people to be like all talking about it.
Some juju, bro.
Yeah.
But even that would have just fucking horny, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But then the
It's the
plant
whiskey,
saying,
bro. You know
the
what I'm
plant
saying?
saying that their manufacturing process has always been highly sophisticated as well as highly regulated. So basically, they're saying that the fumes can't
Jamie.
make them horny, bro.
Say that it can't.
Well, technically, if it can get into your bloodstream, right, which I'm guessing fumes, you know, you're gonna breathe it in, and it's gonna go into your lungs, and it's gonna get into your bloodstream.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So possibly there could be some effect. I'm assuming there's some fucking concentrated fucking smoke though. Serious.
It's mad. It's actually.
Where
mad.
was this?
This is Ireland, some town in Ireland.
Oh, don't worry about it. You know, it'll be
Don't
fine.
worry about it, boy.
It'll be fine. You know, it'll blow over.
It'll blow over.
It'll blow over. You know.
Or your lass will blow over.
It's alright. your missus just gotta deal with it for a few days.
Let the missus.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Bro, you know what? I did actually know that Ralph Lauren's name wasn't always Ralph Lauren.
What was it?
His name had shit in it.
It was something else, isn't it?
And he was getting bullied. He was getting bullied, so he changed his name when he turned 16 to like Loren rather than shit or something like that. Bro, I swear.
Probably a tight move still.
Yeah, like, no one's gonna wear the name brand with shit in it. That's probably that one move is the reason why he is who he is today. When you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he didn't keep his parents' name. So Oprah, everyone always says one thing about you: you've kept your soul. Ralph, what I feel is best about it is while I enjoy what I have, I don't want to lose it. I also don't need it. Right, says Oprah. I know your name used to be Ralph Lifshitz.
Where did your name? Is he German?
Oh no,
I think it's
Jewish.
just Jewish. Yeah,
That's Jewish.
Ralph
bro.
Lifshitz.
Lifshitz.
Where did the name Lauren come from? My given name, says Ralph, has the word shit in it. When I was a kid, the other kids would make a lot of fun of me. It was a tough name. That's why I decided to change it. Then people said, did you change your name because you don't want to be Jewish? I said, absolutely not. That's not what it's about.
You know, the translation, you know, it's not the language.
Oh, man.
It's Pete.
Lifshitz.
So, yeah. Oh, and he says, that's not what it's about. There was also people who thought that because I was Jewish, I had no right to create these preppy clothes. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, you know. Why do you like these kind of things? So they think because it just... So the Jewish have the stigma of not having any swag.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't know many Jewish people, so I don't know.
From what I've seen, and this is literally from what I've seen from a media perspective, yeah, and from what I've analysed from other social interactions, is that the Jews are a little bit weedy.
Do you mean frugal?
No, weedy.
What's weedy?
Like,
Man's trying to say they're like goblins, guys.
What does mean?
Goblins.
Have you never noticed? Yeah, whenever Jews are portrayed in like media,
Harry Potter.
yeah, it has some like
The Green Got.
some withered.
You know, like you know, like the bank. You know the little thing that's like, you know the little thing that's like key planes. You know, like that little thing, like that key planes,
Yeah, that brother. That's Green Got.
door planes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, blood. It is true. They're always like the dwarves or.
I'll be real. I can't ever think of coming across a Jewish person that's almost westernized. I can't, like, in me personally. I know they're about, but I've never come across a westernized Jewish person. Every time I've seen a Jewish person, they look traditional. They have the skull cap, they have the twizzly
But that's the ones that you
hair.
know are Jewish.
Yeah, they have the twizzly hair.
They're not gonna chat
Bro,
to you.
I'll be real. I can't lie, yeah. Bro, I can't lie. In December, like last year, yeah, I was in work, yeah, and these two Jewish brothers walked in, yeah, and it's a very rare sight to see Jewish people in where I work.
Yeah.
So obviously,
is it yarmulke or is it full hat?
You had the Twizzlers.
no, he had the Twizzlers. He had the turkey Twizzlers.
Yo, we can't make fun of this.
No, I'm joking. No, but they had the skull cap and the Twizzlers, yeah. So obviously, I was looking at them like, I don't see Jewish people with my shirt often. Like, we doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
not in a rude way, but it's like I'd never seen you before. And then they were talking to one of my customers, bruv, and it's almost like they came down and I see him hand over money, bruv, to these Jewish people, bruv. But the brother who's doing the talking, he looked calm. You know what I mean? But there was a other Jewish brother with him, and he just kept watching me like this. And he was, you know when someone makes you feel uneasy because it's like, why you keep watching me, bruv?
Yeah,
Maybe because I'm watching you, innit? Yeah,
Too much
but I want.
attention
But
to
you know
me.
when you know you're watching someone but sly, to the point where they don't clock you, but then it's like they're just watching you like this, like.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, why are you watching me, bruv? I don't.
I'm not being funny, yeah.
Chill out, my guy.
Where is I think they're very like traditional in the sense, those ones in particular. I remember the last place I worked, or last building we were at, the landlords were Jewish, yeah, and they were like traditional like Jews. And whenever they came, they wouldn't speak to the woman. They'd always speak to the man. They would never speak to the woman would answer and they'd be like, "Can I speak?"
I think their thing is patriarchal. I think it is like a patriarchal thing. I'm not sure, 100%, but I think that's kind of what it is.
But that's mad. Like you wouldn't even speak to the woman.
I remember when I used to go round to certain friends' house, even the Muslim, you know, his mum would not answer the door without having.
Yeah, but
a hijab
that's
on.
how I've seen it though. I've seen it like that.
I mean, she'd speak to us, you know, but she, you know what I'm saying. I've never seen that before.
The vibe I got was that we're talking about man's business here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like it doesn't concern you.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a bit mad.
But then, like I said though, what age group were these people?
They were older, like they were like.
But that's what I mean. That's where it comes to a cultural thing as well. Like, cause you probably won't see that in a younger generation. Like people like maybe like below 35.
Because everyone
probably
does
won't see it as
everyone
much.
does everything.
Yeah, that's the thing now. Everyone does everything.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
The only thing I will say about, I think, the current culture and the way things are now is that it makes it more difficult for a household in the sense of, so you know how prices are just so extortionate for rent, mortgages or whatever, yeah? Back in the day, you go back maybe 40 years something, yeah? Like more than likely you'd have the woman at home and the man out earning, and the man's money would have been enough to keep afloat a household with kids.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays you need two people working.
Inflation.
You need a woman working, you need the man working, you got to pay the child care because no one's at home for the child. Like, it's just a mad world now. It's just, inflation's mad.
Living costs,
still.
And it shouldn't be that way. Like,
It doesn't help when there's inflation and your wages
nah,
don't go up.
because if you think about it, bruv, a lot of that has a lot to do with why there's so many latchkey kids, bruv, quit getting into trouble because there's no parents at home.
There's no time. There's no time.
No parents at home. Exactly. You got to work. I'm constantly at work. Mum, where are you? I'm at work. Cook your own dinner.
You know what happens? You get guys like this. This guy robbed 100 banks. 200 or 100? I can't
Was it the guy that?
Yeah, how I robbed 100 banks. It's a long video, so I'm not going to
He's
play
in
all
jail,
of it,
isn't
honestly. He's not in jail anymore.
What is he? Is he from over here?
No, he's not even in jail. That's the maddest thing. He got away with it.
Did he ever go to jail? He never went to jail.
He didn't go to jail. So, yeah. So basically, this dude.
That's long 44 minutes.
No, I'm gonna cut to. I'm just gonna show you the guy in it. Where's
The Marine Corps let you know to protect
He's a
the
Marine.
people you love.
Yeah, so that's the guy.
Who's great through all my.
Yeah, this is the brother. You can see him like just how he looks now.
Available for them. I met Laura when I was 14. She was my
that's
first
his
love,
wife.
and she's amazing.
So this is the brother, yeah. They called him the kangaroo bank robber or something like that. Because he always used to have the backpack in the front like that when he went in the bank. So it's easy for him to just bang the money in like
boom,
that.
boom, boom, boom,
Do you know what I'm saying? And he was in the Marines.
So he knew what he was doing.
just raggo with it.
Yeah.
And he, on top of that, he had like a adrenaline thing going, where like he loved the adrenaline of robbing the bank. But how he got into it was basically his relative had a debt with these guys, these gangsters or whatever, and the relative ducked out, and then the gangsters came to his house, and they were like, your relative owes us 180 grand. We need the money. Do you know what I'm saying? 2-2s now, they start threatening his family. They're like,
And he ain't
you got,
moving.
you got a nice wife and kids there.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? We need the money.
That's all mad.
You get me? So that's what pushed him into initially doing it.
How you relative ducking out like that? If I ever see that relative again, bruv.
Mad. So his dad wasn't around as well. But basically, yeah, his dad was a heroin addict.
Yo, this is why I say blood don't matter, you know. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're leaving
So now,
180 grand.
2-2s now. The brother robbed his first bank. And he's paying them weekly now. Until it gets to the point he pays off the debt. Yeah. And then it's like
What year?
he continues to do it.
What year? What year was this around?
I don't know, it's the 90s I think.
Okay, yeah, technology, CCTV cameras weren't as good.
Yeah, so they had CCTV of him doing it.
Yeah, but it's a bit easier back in them days.
Yeah.
There's certain
You know what he
things
would
now.
do? You know what he would do? He would put super glue on his fingertips.
Yeah, to cover up the fingerprints.
cover up the fingertips.
I've seen that in films.
Yeah, he would actually do it.
Yeah, I've seen it in films.
Put super glue on his fingertips, and he would paint a beard on and wear sunglasses. Yeah. So
I know people that have burnt their fingertips.
yeah, that's a bit extreme.
They burn their fingerprint off,
That's a bit,
so they have no fingerprints.
that's a bit
You soak them in water.
Bro.
Well, this is the thing,
do you
yeah.
gotta do?
So, for real. But this, you could just put tape on them. But, I mean, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, that's how much of a crim you
you
are.
ain't got to
innit?
do super glue, like, or
Right.
burn them off. It's a bit much, like, anyway. So it got to the point where he robs all the banks to get enough money back. 180 grand, paid back, whatever, boom. And he carries on. Pretty good at this. He's like, you know what? I'm actually really good at this shit.
I'm actually good at this.
This is paying well.
Yeah.
I'm getting away with it. So, 2-2s now. It gets to the point where he robs about 3 million, something like that.
Chilling.
In banks.
You try to see it's worth more than the gangs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, blood. So he robs about 3 million, and this detective comes along because obviously it's a string of bank robberies and whatnot. So this detective's on his case, and then it gets to a point where the detective has now booted down his door with a warrant. Yeah, he's coming with a list of things that he's looking for that would link him to the bank robberies. Yeah, and he's looking at the list. And he's like, no. Then there's this one thing, yeah, because he spoke to this guy outside the bank. There's this one thing, this guy handed him a card, and he still had the card in his jeans pocket. So
The robber guy?
he still had the card in his jean pocket, yeah, because they look at CCTV and they see this guy handed you this card. So now
Trace it back.
he was sitting in his boxes. He was sitting in his boxes at this point in his front room with his girl, yeah, and he was like, I'm getting cold. So he's like, can I put my jeans on? The guy's feeling down the jeans and he didn't feel anything, like the police. They gave him the jeans and he was like, yes. He went in his pocket. He turned to his wife, pretended to do something with it, and he put it in his mouth. And he just followed it. This guy is a G. I was like, no, blood. He fought on his feet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Desperation.
Yeah, bro.
He did what it needed to be done.
Yeah, man. But eventually he confessed. He ended up confessing to it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he confessed
But
to
after
it.
how many banks?
Why was
I
it
don't know,
ego?
bare banks,
Was
bro.
it an ego thing?
I think it's because partly his wife and family didn't want him to be doing it anymore.
And he done this all on his J's.
Yeah, he never said to his wife what he was doing, but he kept coming home with money, like bare money, innit? So yeah.
You don't
he
even tell your
eventually-
family in that.
Yeah, he eventually because I don't know, him and the detective had this weird relationship where the detective was phoning him because the detective knew it was him. It's just like they would talk for hours, literally on the phone. And then he went to see this preacher guy, and the guy like made him turn his life around. And then he started confessing, but then he didn't actually go to prison. What they done is they charged him for a certain amount of banks, and then they just said you got to pay back this money or whatever.
How much was it?
Oh,
I don't
that's
know,
a
it
lot
was
of
decent
money.
amount. Out of like all the banks that he robbed, it was a small amount.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's calm.
but
If
yeah,
he's
man.
got money sitting
He
there,
got
that's not-
away with it
Yeah.
basically.
He's a G.
Yeah,
I wonder,
100%.
because you know, it's the first bank. It was a case of I need to do this.
Yeah, I need it.
I wonder if
need
the
to do
second
this.
bank, it was like, he was a bit more, oh shit, like, because he don't need to do the second one. So he
had to rob a few banks because he only got like 30k off the first one.
Oh, okay,
So he
okay.
needed to do a
Alright,
few.
but that bank where it's like, okay, I don't actually need to do this now. I wonder if that was the bank where he's like this is a bit mad still. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think he ever thought it was.
I think he got used to it.
Yeah.
I think he thought, yo, this is easy, backpack.
Yeah,
boom,
easy money.
boom,
Easy
nice.
money. I'm not hurting anyone. Insured money. Calm.
Yeah.
I can't lie, bro. If I was back in like fucking the Bonnie and Clyde times, I probably would have been a bank.
That's
robber,
why they didn't give him jail time, because he had a gun, but they couldn't prove that the gun wasn't a pellet gun or something. Which he claimed that it was a pellet gun. He said, no, that's a pellet gun. Prove otherwise. I never shot anyone. I never,
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So the gun would have given him mad time.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a smart brother, you know. I was thinking, right, you would never get away with that now, boy.
Where was that? What was that on?
It's on Vice.
On
On
Vice.
YouTube.
What was
Yeah,
it called?
Man. How I robbed 100 banks or something like that.
How
Yeah.
I robbed 100 banks on Vice.
Vice does have some interesting
Vice got the plug.
documentaries.
That's the first time I found out about the guttural was on Price.
Oh, Vice.
Bro. These fucking people. These Chinese people are on some madness, you know. Bruv, that fucking dog.
Not all Chinese people. Let's just put that
It's
out.
not all Chinese. I mean, the country of China has some weird things going on.
Within it.
Within
in certain communities.
Yeah, in certain communities.
Now that dog was mad though, because I think the dog has a birth defect, personally. I looked at it first and I was like, bro, this is some madness.
There's a picture up there, bro. There's a part of that video where the dog's lying down, bro. And I looked at it and I was like, you either look like Dobby from Harry Potter, yeah, or you look like Yoda, cuz.
I was actually
One is-
disturbed. I was a little
It looked like both, innit? It
I
looked
was a
like
little
both.
bit disturbed by that video.
It's your Dobby, bro.
Bro, you know when because I can't lie, bro. When I first watched it, I was like, yeah, this dog looks a bit mad, but I didn't actually think anything was wrong with it at first. And then I looked at his feet.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, his feet look mad. Yeah, webbed feet, bro. Some hybrid. Look at his feet.
Nah, man.
I know people will say this is cute. Oh my god.
You know what I think it's a Shar-Pei with
A pug.
Or is it a pug?
No, it's a pug. It's a
Shar-Pei
pug.
pug cross.
It's a
Is it a
pug.
pug pay?
It's a pug gay.
But what disturbs me is how you got
Bruv,
them
you got a
to
nappy
fuck.
on.
I don't know.
Why is this one's back look mad as well?
I think this
It's a
person
French.
adopts kind of like troubled dogs or something like, or dogs with like birth problems or something. It disturbs me a little bit.
Go to the Yoda bit.
Bruv, all I'm saying, it belongs in a Pixar film. Yeah?
Yeah!
In a movie
yeah,
about
yeah.
under the sea, bro. That's what that is. Yeah, I don't know
Listen,
what's going on there.
The dog, I think it has birth defects, personally.
Bruv, it looks like a dog bred
It's
with a
too big to
platypus,
be a
bruv.
pug. It's too big to be a pug, bruv.
Yeah, it's Shar-Pei.
No, it's a mix.
Shar-Pei in
It's
there.
a mix.
It's got
I think
pug
it's
in
Shar-Pei
there.
cross pug.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I think it's got French Bulldog in it. French
French
Bulldog.
Bulldog and Shar-Pei?
French Bulldog and pug, bruv. It looks similar to a pug and a French Bulldog.
What I'm saying is though, if you were to, technically, if you were to get a Shar-Pei
No, man.
and a pug,
Bruv, it makes me feel sick looking at that dog, you know?
you know what it looks like when two dogs fuck, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doggy style, and then they turn
They
back
turn around.
to back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah?
Bum to bum.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do you think is gonna happen when that pug is hanging out that fucking Shar-Pei's fucking fanny, bro?
How do we know?
He's gonna be hanging by
No, but
his
it could have been the
nuts,
Shar-Pei,
bruv.
could have been the girl.
Huh?
The boy, sorry.
It would have to be, but then in that case, you've got to fucking hold the dog, bro. You got to hold the dog in position.
Yeah. Otherwise it run off.
Talking of dogs, how on point is this training, bruv?
Oh, I seen that, yeah, there's pit bulls.
Is that the John Wick one?
I don't know, man. Yeah, that training's mad, but they can't see.
Are they blind?
No, I'm saying the people who are watching this
Oh.
video can't see.
They can't
Oh,
see
no,
the-
I'm just
they
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's two pit bulls moving in unison.
Basically.
Yeah, man. I mean, it makes me feel so weird looking at a dog.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't know what it is. Don't look right, bro.
It's a strange creature, and it goes like in
The
my
Chinese were gonna eat it.
Yeah, they were gonna eat it.
They were. They
They
found
were-
it in a dog meat market.
Who was gonna...
Blood.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm joking?
Who's gonna... The Chinese?
Yeah. Whoever eats Chinese in China, whoever eats dogs in China,
I'm gonna go and say Yulin.
it's in the Wuhan.
Oh, is it weird? No.
No. No.
They eat dogs. They eat viruses.
Mork was saved from the meat trade in China by slaughterhouse survivors. Do you see what I'm saying? And brought to the US. So, yeah.
Bruv, he was bred with a bat, bruv. Some shit.
Relax.
That dog is an amphibian, bro.
I gotta ask this, yeah, because I don't know. What type of dog is eaten in China? Because,
all types.
Yeah, you say that, but every time I see the dog hanging up, it looks like a specific type. It always looks like the same type of dog, like it's the same shape and everything.
Going back to Vice, yeah, Vice has a documentary on Yulin Dog Festival. Watch that.
Oh, Yulin.
Yeah, the Yulin.
Okay.
They eat all your. They'll kidnap your dog off your porch, bro. They don't care what it is. Yeah,
That's
it's just
mad.
it's just that those dingo dogs are fucking everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Those skinny little marga dog.
That's the dogs that they're eating.
Yeah, because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Is that what they are, the little skinny things?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I wonder what dog tastes like.
I don't want to eat it.
I don't want to eat it, but
if it eats meat, if it eats red meat, I don't want it.
Bruv, if it's just like, this is my general rule is you don't eat predators.
Yeah.
Unless under the sea, that's a bit.
Well, fish is, that's true.
Because I'd eat shark.
Yeah, I would eat a shark.
But the difference is that when you eat, like, for example, cats or something like that, or foxes or bears, yeah? Bears can give you trichinosis.
who's trying to eat a fox, bro?
And same, like, big cats can give you trichinosis because at some point they get starving and they're struggling to find food and they'll eat rotting flesh.
Yeah, exactly.
And they can give you trichinosis.
Yeah.
You can get fucking poison from them.
Yeah.
Don't eat predators like that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Listen, my rule is if they move in herds, you can eat them.
Yeah.
If they move in herds, eat them.
Cattle.
Fish move in herds, eat them.
Omnivores.
Do you know what I'm saying? Look at buffaloes.
Eat them, bombo clad.
Caribou.
Yeah.
Look at deers.
Yeah.
Look at
elk.
Look at wildebeest.
I fooled
eat
that.
them all.
I fooled that.
Antelopes. Eat them all, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't eat a lone jaguar. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man's out here doing what you're doing.
I'm not saying eat wolf because they move in packs.
Yeah.
They're predators.
Yeah.
Speaking of wolves, actually, the wolf and the bear that came friends, bruv. That is a mad couple, yeah? So basically, this photographer, I think it was in Finland or it was either Norway or Finland or one of them places. He caught this wolf and this bear that became friends. Bear strikes up unlikely friendship with a wolf as a photographer captures both animals sharing dinner on several nights.
That is mad.
So these wolf and bear together.
You gotta admit that picture's hard.
That is a sick. This like a journey about to begin, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm like them films, eh? You know them modern day Disney Pixar films.
Right? There was them, classic Disney films.
Like them Beethoven films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both are meant to be isolated hunters that strike fear into everything they meet. But this male bear and female wolf, that's probably...
Oh, a little part of the chemistry there.
Yeah, that's probably part of it, isn't it?
Somewhere down the line,
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Bear
wolf.
Beowulf.
Beowulf.
Hi.
That film was mad.
You the one they call
He swam across the sea, innit?
Yo, it's a mad film. It's a mad film.
Anyway, each evening after a hard day's hunting, this pair of unlikely friends could be seen sharing a romantic deer carcass meal together as the sun set over the wilderness. I think it was a little romance going on here, man.
Little romance and that. What's the
I think the bear.
Has this wolf been pictured with other wolves?
I don't know.
And if not, how old is the bear? Do they know how old the bear is to the wolf?
Bears are solitary as well.
Is she a slag though?
Wolves can also be solitary.
No, because I'm wondering if the wolf has been raised with the bears.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm wondering if the bear found the wolf as a cub and it's raised it.
No.
Or they're similar in age and they're like brethrens.
Well, I think what might have happened, just from my guess of watching like wolf
My
documentaries
dog.
and stuff, this wolf may have been cast from the pack. Because that happens. That happens to males and females.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And
Anyway,
the bears are lone animals.
Well, the bears. There's other bears. You'll see in the photos. There's other bears
other
around.
bears.
Rare pictures show how the young brown bear and it's a young bear as well, and the grey wolf would sit down to eat together and enjoy romantic views of the landscape. Oh. It's pretty cool, man.
Oh.
What that would be a crazy creation, though, isn't it? Bear/wolf.
Yeah.
Beowulf.
Do you ever wonder Well, it's just me.
What?
You know how there's werewolves? Yeah. You thought about the werebears?
Oh, werebears. That's even worse.
Like he's not a werewolf. He's a bear, bro.
Oh, werebear.
Yeah.
I remember Were-Rabbit with Wallace and Gromit. You know, Were-Rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Were-Rabbit, yeah, bro. No, it's old type Skyrim for that one still.
The werebear.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look. Pictures of him. There's 4 other bears here and the wolf's chilling. Do you know what I mean? It seems...
That's my bitch.
It's mad that they never even looked at the wolf as like either food or just as a predator
maybe it's
to
just
be.
calm. Like, the wolf
Maybe it's
is calm,
bulky.
man.
Maybe it's like a bulky, puffy wolf.
Nah, man.
And they
bears
just respect
don't
that
give
shit.
a... Bears
Maybe
don't give
it's a wolf in bear clothing.
What are you talking about? What, wolves in bear's clothing?
You know how you say you get a wolf in sheep clothing?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
It
wolf in
seemed,
bear
the
clothing.
guy said it seems to me that they feel safe being together, and so every evening met up for their dinner.
You can say that.
Damn, you got a girlfriend, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Follow them. Watch out for them pups.
Cubs. What would you call them? Pubs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Pups.
Just call it a wolf.
A wolf. A wolf.
Yeah,
It's a were.
Yeah, it's a were.
yeah, but when they're
It's a werewolf.
small, when they're small, they're not wolves. They're puppies.
You call it a bup.
Yeah.
A bup.
Or are they called? Are wolves called cubs when they're small?
Cubs, yeah.
Cubs.
So
yeah.
they're both called cubs anyway. Bear cubs and
Oh,
cubs.
shit.
No, I like bups.
But that is a mad story though. That's a Disney story. Just
They'll make a
waiting
film
to
of it.
happen, bro.
Watch, give it a few years. they'll
Disney,
make a film of
man,
it.
you're slacking.
Innit?
This
Too much
article's
Star
like
Wars
2 years
shit.
ago. So yeah, man.
Bro, they'll come back in like 2 weeks. The bears at
Bro, this article's from like 7 years ago, man.
Times got hard, bro.
What, the bear ate the wolf?
Yeah, the bear ate the wolf. He's like, I'm sorry, bro.
What wolf?
Man was just luring the wolf to her
I mean,
sense
this wolf you on
of
about, I don't know, I've never
security.
seen it.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, bro. I don't know. Oh, one last thing, yeah. This guy provokes a bouncer in Spain outside the club.
What?
And you know what you imagine.
Is this where he
to
pushes?
happen.
Is this where he pushes his face
Bro,
and then he's like, "Get off"?
this is funny. Yo, this dude goes flying. Where is it?
He's a bouncer in Spain. You don't know people are drunk all the time.
This is so funny. I don't know what you.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Yo, this bouncer
Bro,
is
look,
grabbing.
first
Look
of
at
all,
the size
look how big
difference.
the bouncer
Look at the
is.
size difference.
Look how big the fucking bouncer is, bro. He's huge. Oh, this thing don't want to learn.
Bumbleclad, man, what I'm talking about.
Bro, bun him, bro.
Tell them
hold on,
people
hold
that-
on, hold on. Look at the size difference.
Ah, no, bro.
Oh, why is it doing?
So you can.
Yeah, he didn't even take his hands out of his pockets. Look, his hands aren't even out of his pockets. He's like, blood, listen. He's dancing.
He's doing merengue.
Blood, this man does that drunk people, you know? I swear down. I could never be a bouncer, bro.
And the thing is,
Yo, the push was real.
Yo, he flew, bro.
Yo,
oh,
that slap. You ended up in the drain.
yo, you in the you in the gutter.
I realized that.
You got slapped into the
Look at his
gutter.
face. He's so drunk. He's so drunk.
The thing is, when you're that
Man grabbed
drunk,
his titty.
when you're that drunk, you got no chance whatsoever. You're just wobbly, bro.
And you can't read people.
Yeah,
You can't read what
you're not
people,
even aware.
Yeah,
at
you're,
all.
you're not.
He's such an idiot.
Yo, it's the slap.
Man cocked that.
Oh, you know that big slap, Gavin?
Blood, reload that slap.
It's the noise. It's the noise.
Where did that like come from?
Oh!
Hold on. I need that slap.
Oh! Oh!
The slap never gets easier.
Is it, you know what? He's got to follow up. Otherwise, he's just going to keep coming back. You know what I mean? He's got to put him down twice.
I don't know.
He's mumbling, bro. I don't even know what he's saying.
Either way, you got slapped.
Bro.
Yeah, man. I think that's the rap.
None the Wiser podcast, episode 30. Subscribe.
Episode 30. Do your
YouTube.
thing. Subscribe
Instagram.
to YouTube. Follow the Instagram.
Like.
Do
Comment.
all the good stuff.
Yeah,
Ring the bell.
All of that. Ring the bell. All of that.
You fucking Gronk.